Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy that's stuttering GGGGG. To celebrate my first video, I'm giving away a free $50 Kohl's gift card. Watch to the end of the video to see how to enter. Also, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Let me know what you guys are doing, where you guys are going, what you're going to be eating today. Who do you want to win the game? Let me know in the comment section. And also, it's hella windy over here. I do apologize if you can hear the wind. And let's get into the story. So this was like 14, 15 years ago. This was when I was living back in California and I was single. I was using this website, just to connect with people, just to talk to people. It was called MBuzzy. It's spelled MBUZZY, MBuzzy. Hit me up in the comment section if you guys ever used this website or heard about it. I'm not quite sure if it's still active now, but let me know. So I was talking to this girl. I was looking on her profile to see a little bit more about her, and I noticed that she lived all the way in Maine. And I was like, damn, that's hella far. So like we're talking on the website, for about a day, and then like then we exchange phone numbers, and now we're like talking on the phone, messaging each other back and forth using text messaging. This was like before like Facebook. So that's how long ago it was, to kind of give you like more of a reference about how long ago it was. So we're talking back and forth, and like when you first start talking to someone, it's kind of hard to know like how like genuine they are, because they might agree to some things that they really don't like, because you guys are kind of like in like the honeymoon stage or like the first talking stage. So that's how it was. Like both of us weren't like really quite sure like how genuine like we were. But anyways, so we're talking for a while. We're talking every day, messaging each other every day, all day. And so about like so let's fast forward about like maybe a month and a half to maybe 2 months of like hardcore talking. We both decided that, hey, it'd be a great idea like if we met each other like in person. So like at that time, like I was renting a room, and I really didn't want her to come over there, and plus I didn't have a car either, so it'd be kind of hard to show her around, pick her up. This was like the time before Uber or Lyft, so I would have to get a taxi, and that'd be like just kind of like too expensive. And plus at that time, she had like two kids, so that that'd be kind of hard. She didn't really have no one to watch them, so I was like, you know what? I'll go over to Maine. I'd never been to Maine. I always wanted to go to Maine. So I was like, I'll go to Maine. So like I booked the flight, to Maine, it wasn't a straight flight. I had a transfer like in Washington, D.C. And this would be like my first time traveling alone, like on a plane. Um, I've been like when I was younger, went on like plenty of family vacations, far, on a plane before. But this was gonna be like my first time like going solo. So like I was a little bit nervous, I wasn't quite sure how it would end up, like I wasn't quite sure, like fuck, like what happens if there's a layover and like I missed my flight. So I wasn't quite sure. Um, so anyways, everything goes smooth. I finally get there. There was a couple hiccups in Washington D.C. Um, it was like such a big airport. I've been there once before, but like when you're there by yourself, like it's so big, you're not quite sure where to go. You're kind of confused in what's going on and where all the gates are. But I finally get on my plane to go to Maine, and so then like I touched down in Maine. Um, During the time we were talking on the phone before I left, we did kind of like have like a designated spot where to meet. So she said that she'd meet me at the baggage claim area. So I get off the plane, I go over to the baggage claim area, and like I see this girl that kind of looks like her. Because remind you, like I never met her in person. I've only seen pictures of her. So like I'm not really quite sure like how she looks like, because there might be like there it's possible that there could be like someone that kind of looks like her, but I'm really not quite sure. But you guys know what I mean. So anyways, like I'm going to the badge claim. I walk past this girl, she kind of looks like her, but I'm really not quite sure. So then like I walk past her, Second time I come back around, I'm like, let me look at her again, and like at that time, like I wasn't trying to look like really hard at her, because like if it wasn't her, then I didn't want to seem like I was like a creep. So then like I walked past her like a third time. I'm like, dude, like I've got to know if this is her or not, because this is because like fuck, I'm all the way out in Maine. What am I gonna do if it isn't her? So it's her, I'm not gonna say her name. Um, but like I'm like, oh hey, like are you this person? And she's like, oh yeah, I am. Hey, what's up? So like we hugged, and then we left the airport. But like let me rewind like a little bit. When I was going there and leaving there, like to go to Maine, like I was pretty sure I was talking to the person who I was talking to, but you never know like when you're talking online when like you really don't know like who the other person is on the other end. And plus like I was like kind of a little bit worried too, is like what happens if she flakes, like what happens like if she says she's gonna be there, but then it doesn't end up being there, then I'm gonna be like stuck in Maine. I'm like fuck. So anyways, so let's get caught up to speed now. So like we hug, and then we leave the airport, and I met her family. I met her mom, her brother, some of her friends, and like when you're talking to someone who's far away that you really can't see like every day, and like they're like describing you like their life events, and like telling you like stuff they see while they're talking to you on the phone, but you can't really see, so they have to describe it to you. That's how it was, and so then like it was so nice to be able to see what she was talking about. So that was pretty cool, and Maine is like a beautiful state. Um, it's just like there's like a lot of trees, a lot of water. It was like really green over there. Um, like if you live like in a big city, how like there's like an empty spot of land, they want to buy it and build on top of it immediately. Well, that wasn't how like Maine was. Um, it was just had like a lot of open space, and there wasn't like it wasn't like like also like if you live in big cities, like you go inside like the public restroom, or like if you're going to eating at an establishment, you go in the restroom and like I mean like it's all tagged up. That's how it wasn't in Maine. Like everything was really clean. The streets were clean. Yeah, and that was like yeah, it was really nice out there. If I could go back there, I would um go back there. And so that was Maine. So then like I think it was like 4 days, 5 nights, or 5 days, 4 nights. I forget the number combination, but I was over there for like a little bit. So now it's time to go back. You know. So like I finally get back home. Um, we were talking to each other for like maybe about like a couple weeks after I got home. But then like both of us like kind of decided, that like it more than likely it wouldn't work out because it was just too far away. I wouldn't be able to see her, or she wouldn't be able to see me like every weekend, because it was kind of expensive too. Like flying on an airplane is expensive. um so we decided, it probably wouldn't work out. But hey, I wish you the best of luck. um Throughout the years, um people changed, life events, people lose contact. So I eventually lost contact with her. um, but a couple years ago, I found her on Facebook again, and then I added her and she added me, and we chatted for a little bit. See see how we were. She has her life, she has my life. So so that's basically the story of how I traveled all the way to Maine by myself to hook up with this girl. It was a crazy story, crazy time. So, anyways, you guys, hit that like if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 1K subscribers, so share this video with everyone. Share it to your friends. Share it to your teacher. Share it to your pet. Share it to everyone. Um, Let me know in the comment section of what kind of stories you guys want to hear next. I got plenty of stories. Let me know what you guys want to hear, and And then hope you guys have a good day, a good night, wherever you, whatever time it is over there for you guys. And I'm out. Peace.